Today is a great day to build an airport. Welcome to another episode of Let's Fix This Desperate City scenario that we can already fix. Let me actually check. How are we? Oh, we just need the average citizen health. Oh yeah, I need to build that something that has a special monument. I think if I build everything gets to 100%. But yeah, so this is not really a problem. What we need to do and what we are going to do right now is to build an airport right here. And it's quite a beast. So this airport came with Sunset Harbor DLC. It's the Metropolitan Airport. Ooh, look at this huge thing. And yeah, so this is where I want to put it, and I want to align the airport with this long avenue. You see here? This very long avenue. I want to extend it and make it somehow connect in a decent way to the airport, which I still don't entirely know how I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to create a bunch of areas that remind me of airports, like parking lots and some commercial areas as well, a bit of offices as well. And again, I still don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, although I have an idea of how I want to do things. And then, because technically it's a transport hub, right? And it also has metro, and that's it. It doesn't have train. Well, if it doesn't have train, I'll need to add a train station then. Yeah, it should have train. Apparently only there's a helicopter and the metro station. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to plop this huge airport in this area over here, and I'm going to connect the public transports, and I'm going to do this in a time-lapse. But before I start the time-lapse, I just want to see if this is going to align perfectly, because I think it's such a nice view from here. This big avenue leading towards the airport, I think it will look very cool. So yeah, let's see if I can create some kind of guideline first. So if I stretch it like here. Is this actually straight? Yes, it is. I'm looking at these squares over here, and they are all aligned. Okay. Now let's see if I can align the airport to this thing here. Okay. Okay. You see that kind of little cross in the middle? I think that's the road. Let me plop it to see. Oh. So what is that? It must be the metro. Oh no, this is the helicopter. Those pink dotted lines are the helicopter. Oh, and the other one is a metro. Okay. Yeah, so can clearly see no train, but I have an idea. I just have an idea. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, I'm not going to start a time lapse yet. I just want to share with you guys my thought process for the moment. So I want to have like a big, is this a roundabout? No, it isn't, because it's two-way roads. Okay, it does have some parking lot here, but it's quite small. And normally airports have like these huge parking lot areas, which I kind of want to put somewhere here and maybe here. I want to put some kind of industrial looking buildings, maybe somewhere here as well. And the reason why I'm thinking to put some industrial buildings around here is because I want to see movement, meaning I want to see cars using these roads. I don't want to have empty roads without any purpose. So that's kind of my logic. And I want to create here a roundabout. And I think I'll leave this road, although yeah, I'm going to create two roundabouts, ain't I? I think I am. Let's see, is this going to look too weird? I'm okay with that. I wish I could. Oh, please tell me I can upgrade these roads. I can't. I can only upgrade this. I guess if I do this, I kind of force the traffic to behave like if it was in a roundabout. Okay, let's leave it. And now what I want to do is to create one-way roads that go around. Okay, so this is a weird road layout. I need to create some kind of visual guideline. And I want to delete these trees as well. Yeah, so I'm going to create a visual guideline, which I think will help separate the areas. And by areas I mean the airport with the non-airport, something like this. Okay, kind of like this. So this pathway, it's just to create the illusion of kind of a division, split, a border between the airport areas and the surrounding areas. And the fence, I think it adds to that idea. Yeah, and I'll then disguise these gaps with trees or something like that. But I just want to have these visual aids so I can understand where I'm going to put things. So now what I want to do is I want to have some industry around here. And the reason why I want to do this is just because the airports I'm familiar with, they have some industrial buildings around the airport and also some parking lots. So that's where I want to do things. I want to put some parking lots around here and here and here. And because we don't have a train, I'm thinking we could put a multi-platform train station here. Now the challenge I will have with this, this is just for science, okay, is how am I going to connect all these lines to the rest of the city without having to do major rework, because I only have one line basically. You see these red buildings, they are the train lines. So I have one train line basically that starts here and goes all the way around here, and so far it will lead to this building, which is still not active, but that's kind of the idea so far. So for me to use this, I would have to terminate some of these lines here, and technically I only have one, so I could potentially make one connecting here, then another connecting elsewhere, and use two, but I'm not too happy about it. Unless I could create more train lines. But if I create more train lines, I will have to rework the city. And I like it the way it is. I really don't want to rework it. But I leave it for now, even if it's just mostly aesthetical reasons. Because I think it makes sense to have a train station at the airport. I also don't know any airports that don't have a train station. And yeah, okay. So far so good. So now what I'm going to do, and now definitely in a time-lapse, is to actually do what I just explained. So I'm going to zone some buildings here, some commercial buildings, some industry, connect the different mass transit options into the city, and I'll be right back. And here it is, boys and girls, the new airport area. I like it, it's aesthetically what I was aiming at, and let me explain real quick what this is. So this is the main airport, and then I noticed later that was the aviation center, was this the aviation club, and it's a part of the Sunset DLC as well. So I'm like, yeah, I think it looks cool. It could be like a side, how can I say, a supporting track for the airport. I don't know, to repair airplanes or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the logic behind it, but I think it looks cool. Okay, so this is mostly aesthetical reasons. And I had to create these big buildings next to the airport because there's like expo centers, sometimes those hotels as well. So I want to create some of those similar type of buildings nearby. Also wanted to create a train station right here, and I will have two lines to connect to the outside world. These two lines in the middle, they connect nowhere, they're just static. And then these two lines connect to different areas of the city. So hopefully it will be okay. Metro, I struggled a bit. And I think in the time-lapse it might have been a bit confusing because I was moving the camera a lot. In time-lapses I'm trying to educate myself or train myself to not move the camera too much because it looks weird in the time-lapse. But yeah, apologies for that if I move the camera a lot because I'm having some issues connecting with the metro, but that worked out quite well. And obviously in this type of buildings, meaning the airport, we have a lot of parking lots. Normally you have more than one parking lot area, so that's what I wanted to do here with these two buildings. And then I think I don't know, I remember when I think about the Lisbon airport, for example, I think about industries and some factories around the airport, and that's why I decided to put this factory building here. This is, from the practical perspective, this is really not the ideal place to put the industry, I should say, because the warehouses are far away from it. Oh, but actually I can put a warehouse here. Oh yes, before I forget. Okay, it's not too bad. And as you can see here, these trees don't belong here, let's remove them. As you can see here in the zones, I also created some zones. And why did I do this? Because I think if I don't create these zones, these parking lots will be mostly empty and it's going to look weird to have these big parking lot areas with no one. And I think it does make sense to have some offices, some industry, like I said, but this is based on the Lisbon airport, and some commercial buildings. Mostly the commercial buildings is mostly to attract people to these areas. And then I put here some nice leisure areas, some parks, or plazas I should say, in the park here. And yeah, but the purpose of these zones is mostly to attract people to these areas so that the parking lots are I don't think I'm going to fill them up, but at least that they are used. And now I forgot one little piece, which is the buses. So the buses should connect people from the parking lots and these areas into the main airport area. Okay, it's done. I create the bus line that goes all around these areas, picking up people and dropping them at the airport. I think this should be enough. I'm still inclined to maybe develop this area a bit, create more high density. Yeah, I think I'm going to do high density commercial here, just so I can attract even more people. And of course, a small detail, power. And I also put this here. So this is the gates of the city, and I think it makes sense. Oh, look at this view. Amazing. Look at this. Oh, and there's a fire here, of course it is. Okay, I'm afraid to unpause the game, because normally when I do these major works, I mess something up. But I hope I made sense and explained everything properly. I'm trying to make it functional as well, so I want to see these parking lots busy. I might actually zone more stuff around here if these things are not too busy, but fingers crossed, guys. And fingers crossed this steel plant will actually work. Okay, I'm going to unpause, fast forward this, and let's see how many things I broke. Yay, our airport is alive, and I don't think I messed up my city too much. Let me look towards the city just to see how many warnings I have. Nothing. Yay. Oh, other than the power here. Okay, I should have disabled this. I forgot. I enabled this because I was having some issues connecting the metro line from here to here, the airport to these things, and I thought it was because I had disabled them, but it wasn't, and I forgot to disable them back. This is looking quite nice. Oh look, the parking lot is starting to be, oh my god, so many seagulls. Look at this. There is a mod that disables seagulls. I think I might have to install them. This is really not good for the airport. I think that in airports they have like hawks. Another way, I think now they might even use drones, I'm not sure, to keep the birds away from the tracks. Okay, and this is a big mess. Why? Pause, because I forgot to put this as one-way road, so let's do just that. Okay, now hopefully traffic will flow much better. I also hope that this area won't become too busy, although it looks like it is. It might be because all these passengers, yeah. They have a lot of public transport. Oh, I forgot the helicopter. I forgot to connect the helicopter. We'll get there. Okay, this is starting to look nice. Yeah, I want to see a busy parking lots. That's what I want to see. So hopefully, do we have people using these pathways there? Yeah, they do. Oh yeah. Okay, immediately this zone became chaotic. Yes. Yeah, I need to give them options. Yeah, I might try to connect one of these roads to the motorway. Now there's a lot of airplanes already. Oh wow, nice. So I might do that, but we'll see. We'll see how the traffic flows. But immediately I can see that. Yep, look, it's backing up all the way here. I need to put a garbage collection building, which probably will be right here. So this should be enough for this area. This shouldn't create too much garbage. Do we have to unzone stuff around here? No, I don't. Okay. And how are we here? Okay. I really wish they would really use parking lots more often. The Sims, that is. Even this one, that's right here. There's only one car using it. Yeah, it's a shame. Wow, look how many people are here for the bus. Wow. It's not too bad. Yeah, definitely I need to fix this traffic issue. Yeah, I need to give them options. But that's going to be for another episode. What do you guys think about this airport? I think aesthetically it looks good. Makes it look busy, and with this parking lot area I think it makes sense. These buildings around here, there's high density commercial, kinda, but it doesn't look too bad. And I think I will fix these traffic issues by connecting these roads here to the motorway and potentially extending this one, connecting somewhere to this side, so they are not all forced to do this and to use this main roundabout. Not too bad, is it? I'm quite happy with the way this turned out. Yes, I definitely need to do some tweaking, especially the traffic and whatnot, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I hope this has been a nice episode, that you maybe took some ideas for your own cities, and I'll see you again on the next episode. Bye bye.